This is the infamous Hinchy and CLICKB8, which is quite well named because this does do some pretty good rounds with the viral content, eh?
Well, I try, yeah.
So now you are part of the dream team, but as a result, we're going to give you the third degree and you're going to run down what is your car, how it started life, and where it's doing these days.
Oh, well, it started as a bare VE Wagon shell. We found a VF front end for it, made it look like a VF. We then wanted to put a dash in it, make it look like a VF. It's still technically a VE. And then other than that,
Shouldn't have told people that.
Right, they give me so much of a hard time on the internet. Enough are about it already. If I said it was a VF, they would have come and eaten me anyways.
The start line before was saying it's a V. No, it's a VF. They were arguing about it.
Oh, I don't know why people even care. It looks cool.
Exactly.
Iron 6 litre, 671 blower. Big top fuel injector hat that's completely over the top and unnecessary.
Just for the sake of it, the CLICKB8.
For the CLICKB8. And the number plate obviously suits well because our YouTube channel, always making content, it just felt like it had to be, yeah.
So, engine, transmission, diff.
Turbo 400, all the standard burnout stuff. 3.0 diff gears in a 9-inch. It's just the standard burnout stuff, really, yeah.
What sort of power?
We made just under 1,000 on the dyno before we ran out of blower. It started producing heat, so we backed it off a bit. I mean, we detuned it once we got a good number, so at the wheels, I reckon it's probably only making 750, maybe 800, but that's more than enough, more than enough.
And what boost is this blower putting out?
15 pounds, yeah, so that's where we pretty much topped it out. Because actually it's a 6V71, not a 671. Just means the rotors are a tiny bit shorter, but that's how you get that awesome whine, because they're really overdriving it, so it sounds sick.
Everyone, pretty much most of the vehicles actually, all but one in the dream team is supercharged. All the numbers, what does the 671 mean?
My engine builder told me this the other day. It's an old metric that doesn't even it's not even relevant to anything anymore. When it was an old Detroit blower back in the day, from Detroit Muscle and on trucks and everything, it was like the ratio per cubic square inch or something to do with that. Okay. Nothing to do with what it's got today.
Is it to do with the displacement per?
Yeah, so 671 is more or less the smallest in this world. Then you go to 8, then you go to 10.
And then you got Kyle at 14.
But yeah, and then you get like the big boy drag cars, the top fuel cars that'll even go to 1671. I think even like 1871s are out there with DMPE and Coppelco and all those, the big boys, but this does more than enough for us.
It's kind of like the equivalent of a GD30, 35, 40, 45, etc. in a turbo. Yeah. Gotcha. And what fuel are you running in?
Methanol.
Okay, and so I've been seeing a lot of the guys with the methanol. It makes all the injector hats go like icy cold. Yeah. Is that because you've got injectors up here? Do you have port injection as well, or just?
No, I've literally just gotten the hat. Ours it's such a basic setup that we don't need port injection. It does an amazing job without it. Makes healthy power without it. It's not like it was majorly necessary. If we ever step it up and try to push for more, it is great for tuning capabilities, keeping each specific cylinder cooler and being able to tune them more finely, because with this, pretty much just goes to the blower and then does whatever it wants to do.
No need to be intercooler or any of that stuff?
No. So the reason that it's so icy and there's condensation is just because of the methanol mixture with the air. Like if you dip your finger in meth and then just blow on it, it'll turn your finger like icy cold.
Depends on what suburb you're in, depends on which meth you're using.
Yes. Or if you spell it with a TH or double F.
Peter, what are you doing? Crack? What the fuck?
But yeah, that's the main reason that burnout cars do so well, because you don't need to go crazy with the cooling, because the intake...
You don't have a lot of airflow when you're doing the skids.
Nothing at all, but like I only run one factory thermofan, and then like I struggle to get it up to temperature. And when I'm driving off the pad, when it's glowing red hot and everything, it's just hit 90 degrees.
It simplifies the cooling system so much.
It does, but it's aggressive, it bangs harder, it's relentless, it doesn't take any prisoners. It'll just punish anything.
Yeah, and what is this guy over here?
So this is a clear view filter. This is worth its weight in gold. And the thing is, sure, if you're gonna hurt your engine, you can just glance in here, you might see bearing material, engine material, anything. Just gives you an idea.
So it shows the milkiness as well if it's got...
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It just gives you an idea real time on what your engine's doing, and the main thing is peace of mind. Because so far, just knowing that it's clean, it's empty, it's healthy, you're good. Good to go.
It seems to be one of the essential things that you guys are running here.
Oh, it's great. It is so good.
For one of the burnout contest cars or a demo vehicle like you guys are doing, what are the essential ingredients that it would take for an average punter to go out and build a car to do the job?
Bulk horsepower is not the epitome of what you need, but you need something that has shock factor, some ore, presents well, and the capability to send it. Now, I'm still learning my level of send. Every time I get out there, I'm getting better and better. But I'm still nowhere near some of these other boys like Kyle and Rodney and Cranky. They're next level. I'm slowly getting there, but you got to have the commitment levels to be able to send it. That's a big thing.
Yeah, so to build a car, is there a formula that you would need to go and start from scratch to build a burnout vehicle?
There is a certain somewhat formula with a certain style of things. You can't just put a big engine, spin the wheels, like little things like breathers, belt tensions, where you have placement, like how you route your lines, like the filter, like there's so much little things. And like if I was to do it myself from scratch, it would have been shocking, but being able to actually like have assistance from like Aaron at Easy Life, Aaron at Advanced Performance Machining, they helped like assemble the car to where it is today, and it's killer. And I wouldn't be able to do it without them.
Yeah, no, it always comes down to the team that's behind you, really.
Oh, 100%.
Hawkins, he spends a lot of time behind you.
Oh, yeah.
He loves it.
That better stay in. You better leave that in.
As a bit of a burnout pro, what does it take to win a burnout comp?
Oh, mate, I haven't even placed at a comp yet. The competition's so high these days. You need good, constant revs, good, constant smoke, and you need to use the whole pad. Velocity, you need to be aggressive. Like, you got to constantly be on it. You can't afford to have any stuff ups these days because the competition is insane.
Yeah, and how did you make it into the dream team?
I don't even remember. I'm pretty sure it may have either been Kyle or it could have even been Barney. At Queensland, I think they might have been short on a couple guys. So they were reaching out to see if anyone else that they knew in their group of friends would be worthy of stepping up to try out. I was lucky enough to have my name put in the mix. The car presents well, which definitely helps. They gave me the opportunity to send it, and I'm extremely grateful for it because it's the most fun I've ever had in this car.
Really?
Yeah, it's unreal.
And what have you got to say about Powercruise in general? Like, what does it mean to you?
Powercruise it's at the top. It's one of the best events in Australia. Like, I don't know what we'd even do with these cars if we didn't have it, or what the point of these cars would be if we didn't have this kind of event. Where else can you stack the car full of your mates, cruise the track all day, blowing tires, burnouts, racing? Legally, everything. This is the best place on earth.
Brilliant. Well, you guys are heading out shortly, so I better let you get back to it. We'll just slap some tyres on it, and maybe we'll catch you and jump in at some point.
Yeah, awesome.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Mark.
Have a good
Thank
one.
you.
Good luck.